Hello budget people and welcome back to my channel. My name is She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be doing my second cash stuffing for the month of January. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel. I do hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is She's on a Budget and over my channel I discuss all things budgeting related. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. Hey guys, so we are back for another cash envelope stuffing. I do hope you guys are all very well. We are steadily heading to the middle of January already. I cannot believe how quickly the year has started and seems to already be running away with us. I hope you are smashing your goals so far. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this week's video. The first thing I'm going to do is come in and quickly check in my spends for the first week of January. As some of you may know, I am using the She's on a Budget Planner 2023. And with the new planner, I have made a few additional items that are available to purchase right away. One of them being the expense stickers that I'm going to use to track my weekly spends so far. So how does weekly check-ins work? For me, every time I make a purchase, I keep a hold of the receipts, and then at the end of the week, I come in and write down exactly how much I spent on each day. It gives me a visual as to where I am at, how much I've spent, and an indication of how much I need to curb back if I need to for the remainder of the month. So it's a really good visual, guys, and it is really good practice to keep an eye on your spending. This is a method that I know is tried and tested. I used it consistently for the first year that I budgeted. Not so good now, but every now and again I still have to come in to tighten up the reins. So I thought I'd share with you how it works. So the expense stickers do come in two sizes. It has 60 expense stickers on here, which I think is more than enough for a month's worth of tracking. If you don't need such a large amount, I also sell them in the smaller version as well. This is 18 stickers per sheet, and this is the one that I'm going to be using for this week. So I'm going to lay down my stickers on the relevant days as to when I made the spends. So this is from Sunday, the 1st of January. On Sunday, if you've been watching the daily vlogs over on TikTok, you know that Ellie and I went to Bicester on Sunday and I bought myself a hat from Dior. So that's gonna go inside the box for Sunday. I also went to Armani for the kids and I bought Tyrese some clothes and Nevaeh and myself some pajamas. That came in total to £172, which I think is a really good bargain, guys. So that goes here. On Monday, we went to IKEA. I had to buy some bits for the house, which I did tell you about that I was going to do. I used £200 for my home envelope, my new home envelope. So I'm going to put that in here. On Tuesday, I didn't spend any money, so leave that blank. Also, for my American listeners who came and told me that Martin Luther Jr. King Day is not on the 3rd, it's the 3rd Monday of every January. So I've moved it all the way down to here, so that's all sorted. But on Wednesday, I went to Foot Asylum, which is like a clothes/sports shop. And I spent £128 on some bits for Nevaeh. And I also went to Next on that day and I bought her some tights and socks for back to school. So I took that money out of my clothes envelope. Thursday I went to Aldi and did a little shopping there. I actually went to Aldi, guys, and I spent £82, but some of that money came out of my grocery envelope and some of that money came out of my household envelope. So we are still on target. We are still within our budget. And Tesco also went and spent about £6 in there as well. But again, both of those spends came out of my grocery envelope. And then I also went on Thursday to get my nails done. So that was £35. And again, that came out of my hair and beauty envelope. On Friday, I topped up the meters. So I put £40 on the electric key and £40 on the gas. So that money came out of their individual envelopes. So gas and electric was used for the week then. And then the last day we had of spending this week was on Saturday. I bought something small and silly from H&M. You know those hairbands that you can get that push your hair out of the way when you're putting like makeup on or doing your skincare routine? I got one of those. I already have one, but I thought I'd get a spare one. So that one's in the wash, I can use that one. And then I went to Boots to get some miniatures for my holiday. But yeah, guys, that is all done. The one thing that I will do, which I used to do at the end of each week, was come in and tick these off. But I'm not going to tick them off now. I'm going to tick them off at the end of the month when I do my sinking fund check-in. So I'm leaving them blank now. And as you can see, they have all got check boxes next to them. When I come in at the end of the month to check my sinking fund envelopes and all of that stuff, I will then check these off. That way I do it all at the same time and I do not forget any expenses. But yeah, that is all done. Okay, let's get started with this week's budget. So this budget is for the second week of January. So this starts on the 8th of the 1st, 2023. I wasn't honest with you last week, and it has bugged me all week because I am not a liar, but I didn't actually put down a true figure of how much I actually earned. And the reason why was because it was a lot higher than the one I told you, and I didn't feel comfortable sharing. It gets to the point where I feel like I need to lie and pretend. We know we're going too far. As you've probably seen from the title, I will no longer be sharing my income going forward. This has been something that I feel has been a long time coming. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I did a video some months back asking you guys the question if it was time for me to stop sharing. I feel like I do share a lot. I've always been quite transparent about my journey and about my story, and I never in my wildest dreams thought there would come a time where I wouldn't be comfortable sharing. But after a few videos going viral over the last couple of weeks, I have seen a lot of comments. So I am going to stop sharing my income, guys. It doesn't really change much for me because I will still write out my budget the same. I will still share how much I'm spending and how much I am putting towards certain categories, but I just won't be sharing my overall income. The one thing that is disheartening about it for me, I suppose, is that I know a lot of you do look up to me. You don't take it in the way that a small minority of people do. You take it in the way that it's inspirational for me to share my figures and watching me grow. You are like my number one cheerleaders. I hope it doesn't stop you from gaining inspiration or motivation along your own budgeting journey. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's move straight into this week's budget. So as I said, I won't be sharing my income for this week, but as usual, I will be going through my expenses. So my fixed expenses this week, in terms of groceries, I am going to be budgeting £70. And it's the same that I budget every single week, guys. Household is not going to get anything because I put my full month's budget inside of the envelope last week, which was £60. Fuel is going to get 20. Electric is going to get 40, and so is gas. Tithe is an electronic payment, so I pay that via bank transfer. Also not be sharing my tithe amount, which is actually paining me so much, guys, because I think you can guess from my tithe as to how much I've earned, because it's something that I've told you in the past is 10% of my income. So I will be filling in that box off camera. Personal is going to be getting £200 this week, and that is because, as you know, it is my birthday week and I am going away, so I'm putting quite a bit into my personal envelope, which is now my spending envelope. I don't know why I'm still calling it personal, but anyway, Hair and Beauty is next. Hair and Beauty is going to be getting £50, and G&C stands for Gifts and Celebrations. That is going to be getting 10. So let's add up the numbers, and that is £430. I'd usually come in now and take away my expenses from my income. Again, this is something that I'll do off camera. Next, we are looking at my variable expenses. So in terms of my sinking fund envelopes, these are those. So Nivea is going to be getting 10. So is Tyrese and Jada. My clothes envelope is going to be getting 200. Back to school is a new savings tracker that I have. I'm going to be putting £30 again towards back to school. Book challenge. We're gonna be putting a line, guys. I know you're probably thinking, what is the point of that tracker? Don't worry, I'll have a lot of time on my hands, hopefully soon, where I can make a dent in the book. My penny challenge is going to be getting a little bit higher than I need to. This week, I think it's saying comes to £24.44, but I'm actually going to put £30 inside of the jar. And then my car e-fund is going to be getting 20, and my home e-fund or my home envelope is going to be getting 50. My car insurance envelope is going to be getting 30. So let's do the numbers. And that comes up to £390. The last box I'm going to be filling in is my savings box, and that includes my emergency fund, Japan and house deposit. Emergency fund is going to get another £250 this week. I'm really trying to make a concerted effort to save as much money as I can in cash to add to the money that is in my emergency fund in my bank each month. Japan is next. Japan, I am going to be crossing off another 3 boxes, guys. I'm really trying to get as much money in that envelope so I can actually purchase my tickets, which I will be able to do very soon. So Japan is going to be getting £535. And then my house deposit is going to get the remainder, and that is £215. So I'm just going to do a total, and that is £1,000. So I'm going to come in now to my breakdown box. So I'm going to leave my income blank for now. Fixed expenses is 430. My variable expenses are 390, and then my savings are £1,000. Investments will get a line, and so will debt payments, because I do not have any debt to pay off anymore. And the remaining balance, again, I'll fill that in offline once I come back in to fill in my income. But yeah, guys, that is my budget all done. Okay, so the first envelope that I have is my mini cash envelope binder. This is full of my weekly envelopes. So the first one I have is household. As you can see, household still has some cash inside, not the full 60, but we do have £20 in here remaining from last week. So that can stay in there. Then we have electric. Electric is going to get £40. So I'm going to take 2 20s, 20, 40, and that can go inside of here. And that's done. Gas is going to get the same. So we're going to add 20, £40, 20, 40 for gas. And that goes inside of here. So that's done. Next we have diesel. Diesel is going to be getting 20. I'm going to take 2 10s. So 10, 20 for diesel. And that can go inside there. Next we have groceries. Groceries is going to get £70. I'm going to take 20, 40, 60, and then a 10. So 20, 40, 60, 70. And that can go inside of here. And that's done. And then I've got spending. Spending is going to get 200. I do have a little bit of cash left from last week, so I'm going to take that in larger notes. So I'm going to take that in 50s, guys. So we have 50, 100, 50, 200, and that can go in here. Okay, so that's fine. That can go here, and then I'll fold that over, and that goes inside of spending. And that's done. And then Hair and Beauty is next. Hair and Beauty is going to get £50. So I'm going to take 20, 40 and a 10. Turn these around. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 75 inside of Hair and Beauty. And that's done. And then Gifts and Celebrations is only going to get £10. And we'll take 10 from here, add it to what we already have. We now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And that is all done. So yeah, this binder is done. Next is my Essentials binder, and I'm going to start with Nivea's envelope first of all. So starting with Nivea is going to be getting £10 this week. So I'm going to take 10 from here and add it to what we have in the envelope already. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. I was about to fold it then, guys. So we've got £65 in hers. And that's done. Tyrese is next. Tyrese is going to get 10. So we currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85 in his envelope. And that's done. Jada is next. Jada is going to get 10. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 25. So we have 225 in Jada's envelope. And the reason why it's so high is because her birthday is coming up very soon. And then Cloves is the last one. Cloves is going to get 200, and I'm going to do that all in 50s. We've got 50, 100, 50, 200. As you can see, it is totally empty, and that's because we've done some Cloves shopping this week, and that's going in there. And that's all done. Next is my Savings Challenge binder. And I've got my Sharpie right next to me, ready to go. So starting with Back to School, I'm going to be crossing off the next 3 boxes. And I'm going to be putting £30 inside of this envelope. So I'm going to take that in all in 10s, because I've got so many. And I'm going to take out the money that we have inside, which is only £30. Now we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, which is good. And that's done. Book challenge isn't getting anything. Penny challenge is next. My penny challenge is going to get £30, but I'm going to cross off the next 7 boxes, and that's done. Because I am doing this in reverse, what I did do off camera was come in and take out all of the notes that was in my jar last week. So I have got quite a bit of cash now in notes. Because I'm doing the penny challenge in reverse, and while the numbers are really high, I'm going to probably try and round up every week, and then that way I don't have to put so many coins in there. So I'm going to add the £30 in notes and just add it to what was in the envelope. And yeah, so notes will stay inside this envelope and coins will go in the jar, but I don't have any this week, so that is all done. And that's done. Next, I have my emergency fund binder. First envelope that I have is car e-fund. I'm going to take out what we have in here and I'm going to add to it £20. So I'm going to do that in tens. We currently have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40. So we have £140 in car e-fund, and that's done. Next we have home e-fund, and my home e-fund is going to get £50. Take 120 and I'm going to take 3 tens. 20, 30, 40, 50. And that can go inside of here. So that's done. Car insurance is next. Car insurance is going to get £30. This is for my car insurance next year. So we now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in here. And that's done. Cash e-fund is still here. I did swap out some of the 50s from here, I'm not gonna lie, and put them into my house deposit savings challenge just because, anyway, I'll explain when I get onto there. So I'm going to be adding another 250. So we have 50, 100, 50, 250. So I now have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. So that's all done. And that's done. Next, I have my Japan savings challenge. I'm going to be crossing off 3 boxes this week. So I'm going to cross off 125, 210 and 200. So they are the next 3 envelopes, 125, 210 and 200. I'll do the 200 first of all. Let's do 50, 100 in 50s, and then we'll do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91 in 10s. So we've got 50, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. So we've got £200 going into this envelope. That's done. 210 is next. So I'm going to do 50, 100 again. And then I'm going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10. So we now have 50, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10. So we have £210 going in here. And that's done. The last one we have is 125, 20s, 10s, and one of the 5s. Let me see if this is enough. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, and a 5. So that's 125 going in here. And these are the 3 envelope stuff this week, and they can go at the back here with the other envelopes that I stuffed last week. But yeah, that is all done. Okay, so last envelopes I'm going to stuff are from my house deposit envelope. I have got last week's envelopes out on top, just because I wanted to show you that I did exchange the notes that were bulging out of it at the end of last week's video for larger ones. It was just ridiculous, guys. I didn't really plan my cash stuffing very well. And towards the end of the stuffing, I was left with loads and loads of 10s, which wasn't ideal, but I have changed them out. So I put some 50s and 20s in this one, and these two just have £50 notes in them. So just wanted to show you that, just in case you were wondering what happened. So they are all done and they can go in here. So moving on to this week, I do have £215 left over. Like, I know for sure. I've already decided what I'm going to do. Again, just to make sure that, you know, the notes stay relatively flat. I'm not going to overstuff one envelope and put the full amount in there. I'm going to cross off 68 and I'm going to cross off 75, and I'm going to cross off 72. I think I've already done it. So 72 is already crossed off. So those are the three that I'm going to be crossing off, and that's done. So 68, 72 and 75. That comes to exactly 215. So I'm going to take 50, 60, 70, and I'm going to put that inside of this one. And that means it owes me £2. Then I've got 72. So I'm going to take 50, 60, 70. Remember, it owes me £2 from that one. So we are back on again. We're back to being even Stevens. And then 75, we've got 50, 2 20s and a 5. So we've got 50, 60, 75 going in here. So I didn't need any coins to balance this one out. We're all done. And they can stay relatively flat even though they're folded, because I've used the best notes for them, and they can go and join the others. But yeah, guys, that is all done. Okay, guys, that's all for now. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, please do not forget to hit a subscribe button and a notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.